Let us learn more about classes, and this time let us learn about class membership. Till now we have been creating variables inside our constructor. So for example, in our class of character, so you can say self.name is a member of the instance of this class. Same thing, attack power can also be called as an instance variable. Let us create a new class and let us try to study what is this all about. So behind the scenes, I have created a file called as members.py, added a couple of comments. So let's try to see what's happening inside. Let us try to create a class called as box, and let us define an init method. This box has two sides. This is my side number 1. I can say the type is integer. My next side, also the type of integer, it returns none. Let us create the variables inside. So I can say my side A is equal to my side A, and my side B is equal to my side B. Now what we have done is we have created variables inside our constructor class. Now remember what this method does. It actually creates an instance and fills in the value. So if we refer this diagram, our constructor is simply filling the values of the instances. So the variables that we create inside, they are called as instance variables. Let me put up a comment right over here. Now if you go back to the diagram, the data is different for every instance. So for example, the first name for person number 1 was Louis, and for person number 2 it was CC. Now let us see how to create class members. Let me put up a comment. So these class members are defined on the class scope. So these class members are defined outside our constructors. So let us define a couple of class members as well. Let us create a variable, and we can say box type, and this is going to be a packaging carton, and the color for this one would be brown. So these variables that we have created, box type and color, these variables would be accessible to all of the classes. Please note that we don't have self over here because we don't need reference to an instance. This data is available to all of the classes and all of the instances. Let us create a str method. Here I can say define my str, again self. This always returns a string, and I can say return my side A would be my self dot side A, and my side B would be, sorry, it has to be self dot side B. For this example, I am going to skip the REPR, but you can write it on your own. Let us create an instance called as the first box, and I can say the box side A, maybe it's 3 and the next is 4. Let us try to print out my box. So I can say I want to print my box. Let me save it and let me try to run it. So here we have a box, side A is 3 and the side B is 4. Now let us try to print the class variables from an instance. Remember, this class instances are available for all of the instances. So I can simply say I want to print my box first dot box type, and let us print the color as well. So I can say the color. Let me save it and let me run it. So we have the output, it's a packaging carton and the color is brown. Let us go back and let us try to solidify this concept of class members. Now these class members are available on the classes itself. You don't have to create an instance. That means if you go back to the design, we can get back the data from the design itself. We don't have to create an instance to get back the data. Now let's see this in action. What we did till now is we created an instance of the box, and then we printed these variables right over here. But we can simply say I want to print the box type from the class of box. Let me copy and paste. We can also say I want to see the color. That's it, just save it and let me try to run it. And we have the output packaging carton and brown. So this time what we did is we simply accessed these variables from the class. We did not create an instance. So this is what I mean to say when all of the class members are available to the class itself and also to the instances. Let us create one more box and print it out. So let me print my box number 2, and just for the sake of confirming, we can say my b2 dot box type and my b2 dot color, and we should get the same output. Let me save it and let me run this file for the last time, and here it is. We get the exact same output.